Hi there, I'm Becky Miller. I'm a certified yoga therapist, and I'm bringing you another quick tip. This tip is about it's a life thing. Sometimes I'm bringing you tips about how to do yoga poses, how to work with your body. This is a more of a life tip, and it's something that I have worked on over the years, and I know a lot of people around me who have worked on it, and it's something that I encourage my clients to work on. What I'm talking about are boundaries, how to practice and establish and practice having healthy boundaries, um, what those boundaries can do for you, and how to uphold those boundaries, why you want to do that. So, personal boundaries, they help you state what is and is not acceptable to you. So they help you lay the ground rules. They help you to not only tell yourself, but sometimes other people what you will and will not do. Boundaries, they have a lot of benefits that help you promote overall mental health and well-being. So upholding those boundaries that you establish can help you to feel better. They can help your overall mental health. So boundaries are very important. They and again, I just want to state they establish what is and is not okay with us. And sometimes you tell other people what those boundaries are. Sometimes they're something that you just say to yourself or write down, so that you are aware, you've brought it forward, what will and won't work for you. So that I've got here 3 benefits of boundaries. The first one is so that you're not taken advantage of by someone else. Often, we all know these people that just don't know where those boundaries are. Even if you've laid it out to them, you've told them what those boundaries are, they still cannot clearly see those boundaries. And if you don't enforce your own boundaries, then these people will take advantage of you. They will push, they will take, and keep going because they don't see any reason why not to. So if you uphold your boundaries with these people, you have to be the one that says, no, that won't work. You know, you have to be the one to say that because the other people will keep taking from you. So your boundaries in this instance will help protect you, keep you from being taken advantage of. Boundaries, another benefit of boundaries is they help you to avoid burnout. I know that I've had to set boundaries around how many hours a week that I'm willing to work. I can push, I can do more, but when I do that temporarily, I'm fine. But when I push further and further over a long period, I do start to feel burned out. I get exhausted, I get sick, and I can't work as well. So I have set my own boundary around how many hours a week I work. Usually it's around 30. I can do more again, but doesn't always work out well in the end. So I do set that boundary and I tend to stick pretty close to it. Boundaries help you avoid burnout. And finally, another benefit to boundaries is so you can form and maintain healthy relationships. So again, going back to a person who is pushing those boundaries all the time, trying to get you to do things that you're not comfortable with, trying to get you to do more than you want. When you set those boundaries and when you maintain those boundaries, it helps you have a healthy relationship with these people. Sometimes you do have to say no. You do have to say, push back and say, no, that's not going to work for me. That's okay. If that boundary is keeping you sane, it's keeping you mentally healthy and physically healthy, then that boundary needs to be in place. And if the other person doesn't understand, that's on them. That's not on you. So healthy boundaries help you maintain healthy relationships. I do want to mention here that as soon as you set a boundary around something, you're going to get tested. So you may have that friend who always wants to go out for drinks or to eat and wants to stay out late, and for you need to be home earlier. Staying out late doesn't work for you, so you set a boundary around leaving at what for you is a reasonable time. Your friend is going to push. Your friend is going to try to keep you out later, and you're going to be tested. Do you go home when you meant to, or do you stay out later than you meant to? It's up to you to hold up your boundary. Occasionally, someone else will help, but it's really up to you to hold your boundary. So when you are tested, because it's going to happen as soon as you set up a boundary, someone or something is going to test you. So when that happens, notice how it feels. Notice how it feels in your body to maintain your boundary, and notice how it feels in your body to blow right through that boundary. I'm as bad as everyone else. I will say I'm not going to work past such and such time, say 4 o'clock, and 4:30 I am still working, and I'm telling myself just 5 more minutes, I'll get it done, but I have blown past that boundary. Notice how it feels. Notice how your body reacts. Think of boundaries as a form of self-care. You put them in place in order to take care of yourself. So self-care is there in a lot of different ways, right? But boundaries can be part of your self-care plan. And I do know that from my own personal experience, boundaries get a little bit easier over time. The more you get tested, the more you uphold your boundary, the easier it is to hold that boundary. So let those tests come in. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't hold the boundary, but learn from it. It gets a little bit easier over time. You get to know yourself, you get to know what you need and what you want, and you'll find which boundaries need to be there and which ones maybe you can flex a little bit. But get to know how you react when that's happening. Practice setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. It'll shift your life. And remember, it's never too late to live healthier and happier. And these little tips can help you make just a little tweak so that things can be even better for you. So that's all I have for today. If you have any comments, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below or reach out to me and let me know about how boundaries work for you. And let me know if you need any help. That's all for today, and I will talk with you again soon. Bye for now.